Welcome back to Camus Classics. We're going to be working on the 66 Mustang today. We're going to be working on the front end. We've got new parts for it. So we're going to be putting them on and trying to get the front end fixed on this so we can start putting the fenders and stuff back on it. It's a little cool, so I've got a jacket on. It's in the mid 40s up here, so being in this shop where it's not heated, it's a little cool, so we're doing that. My oldest boy, Cameron, it's his car, and we're going to be working on it today and what have you, and see what we can get done with it. It's coming along all right. We don't get much of a chance to work on it. We've been doing other things the last few weeks. So anyway, we'll be showing you a few different things. It's in kind of rough shape. We got new coil springs and new A-arms and what have you for it. So we'll be putting all that stuff on. So we'll be getting back with you. Thanks. Okay, welcome back. We're starting to tear this front end apart here, and so you can see what it looks like before we even start tearing it apart. I'm going to show it to you. Now we're going to pull the tire off. We've got this side jacked up as well as the other side. We're going to pull this tire off and pull the shock absorber out of it, and then we'll come back to you while we put the coil spring compression tool on it, and we'll show you a little bit about that. So we'll be back in just a few minutes. Okay, welcome back. As you can see, Cameron, he's pulling the bolts out of the shock absorber. We'll get it pulled out, and then we can get the coil spring out of there. So in case you was wondering, Cooper's not with us today. He's gone with his bride, his wife, up to Logan to the car show up there, and he took the other camera, so he's going to take some video of it, and it'll be coming on in the next week or two. But quite a lot of work when you start tearing all this front end apart, but I'm sure some of these parts have been in here since 1966, so they're probably way past due to be replaced. So nice thing about these Mustangs though, this 65, 66, 67, even the 68s, parts are readily available for them. They're not too expensive. They're really pretty cheap to buy compared to a lot of other ones, but it's they're nice cars. There was a lot of them on the road back in the day, and they really wasn't that expensive. I had a friend of mine that lived down there by us, neighbor, that was a couple years older than I was, and he bought a 66. It was a 6-cylinder, and it was kind of a beige color, but anyway, he bought that, and it was I think, it only had 10 or 12,000 miles on it. It was used, but 10 or 12,000 miles, and I think he gave $2,200 for it. So Well, we'll get this shock pulled out and I'll help him get that, and then we'll get back to you when we get ready to compress this coil spring. So. Okay, as you can see, we've got our coil compression tool in there, and so we're going to tighten it down and see if we can get that coil spring out of there. That's your bar, and we didn't get our tool in there just right, and it's not compressing like it should ought to, but I think we can get it out. Okay, got that out. Now we'll take the wrench and back that off, and then we'll be ready to continue on. So you'll notice on this here, just so I can show you, the springs wasn't long enough for the deal, so I went and cut a piece of pipe and we stuck in there. We kept bottoming them out on our deal with trying to compress the spring, so put that in there, and that took care of our problem. So we'll continue on working. We'll get some more of this stuff taken out, and we'll get back to you and show you how we're doing. Okay, we got the castle nut and the carter pin out of this. Now we got to pull this nut off of this. As you can see, it was pretty tight, pretty hard to get off of there, but it's off now. Now comes the fun part. We gotta get that bearing out of there. So I'm gonna let Cameron take the video here for a minute, and I'll see if I can't get the fork in there and get that out of there. What I'm using, this is a fork, we call them, for pulling these joints apart. And take a big hammer and do it. So, but you try and get it in there where it slide in. There's a rubber in there, and it seems to be catching on that rubber. Maybe if I come right in here. Okay, see, this is broke free now. We can pull this out of here. Takes a little bit of beating, but if you don't have one of these, it's a bugger to get out, so. All right, we got to that point. We're going to pull this A member off here and put a new one on, so we'll be doing that. We'll get back to you. Okay, we got our drum pulled off. It was another deal, same as that other one. We had to take our fork and get it off of that. Them are a tapered deal, so when they go down on there, they're tight, and you just have to knock them loose. But quite a bit of grease in this one. There wasn't none in that other one, so. But we're going to continue tearing this apart, and then we'll get back to you. Okay, we're back with you. I just wanted to show you this. Here's the old parts, here's the new parts, and so we've got them ready to go back in, so we'll start reassembling now. Get the new parts back in there, and as we move along, we'll get back and show you what we're doing. So, okay, we're back with you. We just wanted to show you we've got this lower A arm in and the sway bar and the other thing all connected back up, so we're ready to put the drum back on it. Same way with this other side. We've got that much of it done also, so we'll put the drum and the, I think they're called the kingpin, back on it, and then we'll put the castle nuts and put the carter pin in it, and we'll have the lower part done. We'll just have to put the upper ones in and put the shocks in. So we'll continue on. We'll holler back when we get a little further along. We'll probably break for lunch, so see you in a bit. Well, welcome back. We just got finished with lunch, so we're back out here ready to go to work. Just wanted to show you, just before we went to lunch, we got this side put back together. It's ready to go, ready for the coil springs. We got to do the same to the other side, and then we'll get the coil springs and get them put in, and the worst of this job will be done. Hi, welcome back. We're just getting back to you. It's about 5 o'clock. It's time to quit, but we've had to fight this and fight this and fight this. It just didn't want to go together. So anyway, but I wanted to show you, we got it so that it looks pretty good, but still something's just not right in it. So we're going to have to work on it maybe tomorrow and see what we can find wrong with it. So thank you for watching. We appreciate it. Continue to watch if you want, and hopefully we'll get this straightened out, and if we do, then we can show you some pictures of it. But if not, I don't know what we'll do. So thanks again for watching. Like, share, and subscribe. I forgot what I was supposed to say, but like, share, and subscribe. Thank you much. Bye.